I just saw this thing that said that the environmental impact of electric cars is actually worse overall than the environmental impact of a s- traditional combustion engine. Is that true? Because that sounds crazy.
I read the same thing as you, so my depth of knowing that it's true is equal to yours.
Just in all fairness, I drove here in an electric car. I drive an electric car all the time.
Do you?
Yeah, I have a Tesla. It's awesome.
Oh, okay. Is it
Fucking rules.
I've seen a couple of the Cybertrucks. You got a Cybertruck?
No, I have the Model S.
Oh yeah, those are fun.
It's great. It's so comfortable. It's easy. It's fast as shit. It's ridiculous. It's like it makes other cars feel stupid. They feel dumb because they don't move like that thing. That thing moves like it's like teleporting. It's bizarre. It's bizarre what it can do. It's easy to drive. I don't like the fact the horn's not in the middle.
This is probably what we saw.
Electric vehicles release more toxic emissions, are worse for the environment than gas-powered cars. Study. This is in the New York Post. And it says, it's amazing that they didn't ban this story
Yeah, right.
from the New York Post. Remember when they did that with Twitter with the Hunter Biden laptop?
Yeah.
How wild is that? Electric vehicles release more toxic particles into the atmosphere and are worse for the environment than their gas-powered counterparts, according to a resurfaced study. Study published by Emissions Data from Emissions Analytics was released in 2022, but has attracted a wave of attention this week by being cited in a Wall Street Journal op-ed on Sunday. It found brakes and tires on EVs release 1,850 times more particle pollution compared to modern tailpipes, which have efficient exhaust filters, bringing gas-powered vehicles' emissions to new lows. Today, most vehicle-related pollution comes from tire wear. Whoa. As heavy cars drive on light-duty tires, most often made with synthetic rubber made from crude oil and other fillers and additives, they deteriorate and release harmful chemicals into the air, according to Emission Analytics.
I do know they're heavier and they wear down the roads faster.
Wow. Because EVs are an average of 30% heavier, brakes and tires in the battery-powered cars wear out faster than on standard cars. Emission Analytics found that tire wear emissions on half a metric ton of battery weight in an EV are more than 400 times as great as direct exhaust particulate emissions. For reference, half a metric ton is equivalent to roughly 1,100 pounds. That's something that someone had told me a long time ago about cities. That the thing about the pollution is it's not just the emissions, it's brake dust.
Yeah,
That you're breathing in brake dust. Because if you've ever touched your car, like your wheels, after you drive it for a while, when you're cleaning your car, you get brake dust everywhere. It's dust. It's all over the inside. That goes out into the air.
Oh yeah, totally.
And that's fucking. You know what it doesn't on carbon brakes? When you have those what is it? Carbon ceramic disc brakes. They don't seem to do that. Are they more environmentally friendly? Are carbon ceramic disc brakes more environmentally friendly than regular? Because your wheels don't get all fucked up like that. You don't get brake dust all over your wheels.
That, nasty black.
No. Yeah. No, it's interesting. It's more expensive, and they put them on high performance cars.
Yeah.
But is it more environmentally friendly? Because it seems like it would be if you're not getting the brake dust on. Where's it going? Is it just not making dust? Yeah. Because it's a carbon fiber pad and then the brake? So does it just work without making dust? Does that even make sense?
What I read about these EVs, besides getting the materials to make the batteries, is that they're not reusable. There's no used EV market.
Right.
Nobody wants to buy a used one, and then replacing the batteries if they wear out is a disaster. Apparently.
It's very expensive.
Yeah, it is close to the price of the car itself sometimes is what I've heard. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, they can be extremely expensive. So there's
I didn't know it was that much.
There's zero aftermarket. So where do they go? Do they have electric car graveyards with the windmill blades, or are they just going to bury them in the dirt? I don't know what happens to them.
There's a significant reduction in brake dust compared to metal blend pads.
Significant reduction.
But they are way more expensive, aren't they?
Yes, they're way more expensive.
Yeah, it's everybody's got to ride around in expensive Porsche brakes.
Yeah, but I mean, if
For
you
high
think
tech.
about all the other things that we do for the environment, if carbon ceramic brakes are a possibility, like how much more expensive? Does it make a car $500 more? Like, what is there a way that they can produce them in mass? Is there a reason why they haven't done that? I mean,
Yeah, I have
that
no idea.
seems to be alone a solution, at least for electric cars. If you'd say you're spending the money to get a Tesla, they're fucking expensive already. If someone's going to spend 120 grand on a car, you won't spend 122
Right.
and get carbon ceramic brakes that won't
Yeah.
pollute the atmosphere nearly as much.
Yeah. Well, it would seem to make reason.
Yeah, that's a wild statistic, but that lady was not aware of that. She's
Yeah.
like, I'm doing a really amazing
It's
job.
according to this quick thing I just pulled up. It says it almost takes a month to make each one.
Holy shit.
Whoa.
That's probably why.
That's a lot of investment to
month.
build. Well, ceramics are complicated if they're high tech.
Wow.
This-
Holy
yeah, they're
shit.
doing Average of, I don't know, so $10,000 per brake. Does that sound right?
Whoa.
I
So
don't know
it's-
if that's right, but that's just, yeah, you're looking somewhere in the 10,000 range for a set of rotors.
Wow.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Maybe it's a little bit more than that.
Yeah. Damn.
Damn. Yeah. Seems.
But isn't there another way? If they have carbon ceramics and they're doing it for that, isn't there some other kind of compound that they could do that's comparable? Doesn't it seem like someone should be able to figure that out if that's literally the source of our major form of pollution?
I bet they're trying to figure that out.
Yeah, what am I, retarded?
Yeah, some guys
What
definitely trying to figure
what the
that
fuck
out.
is wrong with me? I'm like, why doesn't anybody figure it
They're
out?
doing
But-
a lot of R&D.
But like,
Yeah.
it still doesn't like answer the question. If people want to drive an electric vehicle, like, okay, fine, who cares,
Right.
But it's like, why do we have to get rid of gas ones if the emissions are negligible compared to their brakes, whatever the brakes happen to be, right?
Right.
So
right.
if their brakes are most of the pollution and the emissions are like basically nothing, I think that emissions is one of those words that they just say it and then everybody has to do what they say because they said emissions. Think about the emissions. Think about the emissions.
Right. And they're not taking into account brake dust.
Like,
part
yeah,
of
there's
it.
so much else that's
Particulates,
going on.
tire wear.
It seems just a little bit fake.